Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Brown. Today we're going to talk about asking and answering questions. So, this is something that we already do as readers. We just don't tell ourselves that we're stopping to ask a question or we're stopping to answer a question. But in your brain, you are already doing these things, okay? We can ask questions before we read, we can ask them during and after. Some examples is like making a prediction, what's going to happen next. We could clarify things that we may have not understood. So as we gather more information, we're asking ourselves if we understand more now, making some answers to those questions, and we could think more deeply about the text. And there's some example questions on the bottom, like when is this happening? Who is this person? What will this be about? Where in the text can I find an answer to my question? Or why did the author write this? So, oftentimes before you read, you already ask yourself a question just by looking at the cover of the book. What's this story going to be about? Is this dragon going to burn the castle down? Whatever picture you see, that kind of sparks a question in your head. And then as you read, you're gathering all this information, but you may be asking yourself what's going to happen next, or why did that character just do this? And as you read more, you answer those questions, okay? So it's a very simple concept. We're just asking ourselves some questions, and then we're going to answer those questions, okay? So instead of doing an exit ticket today, you are actually going to have your substitute. Your substitute already has an anchor chart on the wall, okay? It has ask and answer question. It should be 2 columns. One side's for questions, one side's for answers. She's going to give you a sticky note. You need to come up with a question that could be before you read our story for the week. It could be during your story for the week, or it could be after you read. But you need to come up with some kind of question. You're going to write it on the sticky note and then write your name on that sticky note. Okay? So write question and your name on the sticky note so that way I know that you're participating. This will be your exit ticket for the day, so it won't be like your normal Schoology multiple choice exit ticket over asking and answering questions. You're actually going to do it. Okay? So in a minute, I'm going to model for you how I would do it. And then I'm going to let you go back and start reading your book. And then once you're reading your book, that's when you can go up at any point and put your sticky note on the question side. And then once you have an answer for that, you're going to get another sticky note, write your answer and your name, and stick it on the answer side. Okay? So let me show you how that's going to look. So here's our story for the week. It says, why is the Statue of Liberty green? I'm just going to read the first 2 pages, and I'm going to model for you how I would ask and answer myself a question and do the activity in the classroom. So it says, a visit to the Statue of Liberty. Our class is going on a field trip. Mrs. Bolt makes us guess where. What's green and as tall as a 22-story building, she asks. A dinosaur, shouts Elijah. A green skyscraper, guesses Elizabeth. We're going to visit the Statue of Liberty, Mrs. Bolt says. What does liberty mean? Kiara asks. Mrs. Bolt answers, liberty means freedom. So I'm going to stop before I read my text feature down here. I'm going to stop because I already have a question. So I would get a sticky note, and I would write on my sticky note, where is the Statue of Liberty? Question mark. Then I would put my name so that Miss Brown knows I'm the one who wrote this question. Go up to the anchor chart, stick it on the question side. Come back to my desk, and I'm going to continue to read. When I find an answer to that question, I'm going to stop again, write my answer on a sticky note, go up there, put it on the answer side, then come back to my desk and finish reading. So no matter where you stop and you start, again, you're going to make sure that you finish reading this story today. So I stopped here. My question was, where is the Statue of Liberty? The Statue of Liberty stands in the New York Harbor. Small copies of the statue stand in cities around the world, from Paris, France, to Buenos Aires, Argentina, to Fargo, North Dakota. So now I've already found my answer. I know that it's in the New York Harbor. So I'm going to write my answer in a complete sentence, The Statue of Liberty stands in the New York Harbor. Period. Write my name to show that that's my answer, and I'm going to go put it up. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish reading, okay? That's all I'm asking you to do. I want you to continue to read this story, and I want you to ask yourself a question. Go show me the question on the anchor chart, and then I want you to come back and see if you can find the answer to that question. All right? If you have any questions, please get with your substitute. Y'all have a great day.